The New York Jets against the Oakland Raiders on the New York Jets radio network. Jennings and Garrett. That's Carl Garrett, the same Carl Garrett who played with the New York Jets last year, the second leading ground gainer last year. Carl Garrett wearing number 31, along with Rick Jennings, the rookie out of Maryland. They're standing back about 1 yard in front of the goal line. Leahy drops back about 7 yards, ready for his run-up. Teams are lined up and set. There's a whistle in the background. And Leahy moves forward and boots it. Kick is high, fairly deep, coming down to Jennings. He gets it at the 1. Jennings runs along the right side to the 10, up to the 15, the 20-yard line. Breaks out on the clear for the moment. A penalty marker goes down, and he stopped at the 30-yard line. Jennings is at the 30. A good tackle by Ed Schubert. There's that middle linebacker we were talking about earlier. Penalty marker was thrown down, and usually in open field plays like that, it's usually clipping.
And it's going to be called back. In fact, the Oakland Raiders are already lining up back there. And Don Radcliffe, a defensive end, as a substitute defensive end, had a real shot at him. That's a running back down there deep in it. He just kept his head down and missed him, but a real shot. He could have nailed him down there almost in the 15-yard line. A good kickoff, though. A good kickoff
of the Oakland Raiders as a result of that penalty clipping called against the Raiders. They move to the line of scrimmage, and Ken Stabler is at quarterback. Left-hander wears number 12. Flanker wide to the left side is Cliff Branch, one of the toughest receivers in the league, and blitz off wide right. Van Egan takes the handoff, goes up the middle, drives off tackle, keeps going up to the 30-yard line, and he stopped at about the 30-yard line for a big gain. 17 yards on the very first play of the ball game. Ran off his own left tackle. Van Egan did. He's the third-year man out of Colgate, virtual Ivy Leaguer, and he's done quite a job with these Raiders.
And here's another amazing fact, Marty, is that Van Egan out of Colgate has replaced Marv Hubbard out of Colgate. And Marv Hubbard had his shoulder separated last week, and he had his shoulder separated. Had an operation on his shoulder during the offseason, had another one separated just last week, but both guys being out of Colgate.
Clarence Davis and Mark Van Egan are the running backs. Back to pass now is Stabler setting up, throwing out to the right flat, and it's caught out the far side by a tight end who's out there, and it's Dave Casper. I'm sorry, I miscalled that one because Casper now has a different number, 87 instead of 83 as we had listed. Forgive me. At any rate, it's a completed pass out to the side, good for about 10 yards, and it looks like it's going to be a first down on the first two plays of the ball game. These Oakland Raiders, these pros have gone from their 13 upfield to the 40-yard line in two plays.
And it looks like Dave King is starting, not Dave King, but King is starting at the middle linebacker, number 53.
Another change that was unexpected.
I imagine that took place right there in the locker room before the game started.
The play was good to the 41-yard line, and it's first and 10 at the 41, an 11-yard gain on that pass out to the right flat to Dave Casper, the tight end. Stabler back to pass, throws out to the right side, caught by Politikoff, and he steps out of bounds at the 50-yard line, a 9-yard gain, and they place it back at the 49-yard line, an 8-yard gain. Ed Taylor was covering on the play, and at this juncture, it looks like the big kids against the little kids.
It does look like the big kids against the little kids. Taylor's got to play tighter on Biletnikoff. Now, Biletnikoff has the great moves. You can compare him to David Knight. David Knight doesn't have the great speed. Biletnikoff doesn't have the great speed. But Biletnikoff's got the great moves to get open. They're giving him a lot of room. As we look at him line up right now, they're giving him about at least 7 to 8 yards.
Slot formation on the right side. The handoff goes to Clarence Davis. He drives off left guard, goes for about 4 yards before he stopped. He's got the first down. It was 2nd and 2. And now they're in Jet territory down to the Jets' 47-yard line. He picked up 4 yards on the play. Ed Schubert again in on the tackle. Schubert at the left linebacker spot.
And it Oakland Raider offensive line, I'm telling you, is awful big because Gene Upshaw, 6'5", 255, Beeler, 270, the right guard, the right tackle, John Beller, 260, the left tackle, Art Shell, 265, going on 300 pounds there. Got an awful big offensive line, and they can get out there and punch away at him.
Well, it's 1st and 10 at the Jets' 47-yard line. Regular pro set. Stabler back to pass, left-handed, setting up, plenty of time, throws out to the right side. Caught by Biletnikoff. He's got another first down at about the 34-yard line. Make it the 33-yard line. The play is good for 14 yards, another first down, and let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. They've gone from their 13 to the New York Jets' 33.
And that penalty didn't hurt the Oakland Raiders at all, but I think the Jets will come alive here. It's going to be a football game, mentally prepared.
High formation, the handoff goes to Davis. Davis on a trap, drives up the middle, picks up a couple of yards, down to about the 31-yard line, and he's pinned there by Richard Neal. Neal slicing in to make the tackle. Helped out on the play by Ed Gallagher. It'll be 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line of the New York Jets, and that's the first time that the Jets defense has been able to slow this Oakland Raider offense.
And a good job out there by Neal. He ran completely around the block of Art Shell. Art Shell being the left tackle. completely around the block of Art Shell, but Richard Neal has the potential. He has a great speed, as well as a good size. He got the great speed, made a good play.
Slot formation to the right side. Politnikoff on the outside. Cliff Branch in the slot. Back to pass to Stabler again. Setting up, looking downfield on 2nd and 8. Throws out to the left lane and is caught by Casper. Casper run out of bounds at about the 22, 23-yard line. And it looks like another first down. He's out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It'll be good for the first down. Bob Martin forced him out of bounds. And again, this Raider machine looks invincible right now.
They are awesome, Marty. They're going to be awesome this whole year. And it's especially, as we mentioned before, they win so many of these exhibition football games. But that time, the tight end just held a block. He pretended like he was going to block on that defensive end. Richard Neal blocked and blocked at least for 2 or 3 counts, and then released out
deep down the middle at the goal line, incomplete. Politnikoff is complaining that he was held, covered on the play by Ed Taylor, but there's no call forthcoming. Taylor helped out by Carl Capria as well. And no gain at all, so it's 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line of the New York Jets. No score in the football game. Raiders have taken the opening kickoff and gone from their 13-yard line down to the New York Jets 22, where it's 1st and 10.
And that's one thing about Politnikoff. He will complain out there. He'll try and draw a foul. And the more he complains, the more he thinks he's going to get a foul on his side. But that was just bad timing between the quarterback, Stabler, and the receiver, Politnikoff.
2nd and 10 at the 22. Stabler on a draw play. Hands off to Davis, who bucks up the middle and goes for substantial yardage, about 8-9 yards on the play. Let's see where they place it down. Put it down at about the 13-yard line. He's a yard shy of the first down. He picked up 9. And Lawrence Pillars, the big rookie from Alcorn State, made the tackle, but not until he picked up some 9 yards on the play. So it's going to make it 8 yards. They put the ball down at the 14-yard line now, so it's 3rd and 2 at the 14-yard line of the New York Jets.
And with an offensive line and offensive backfield that has relatively good experience, Stabler can do what he did that last time. He had the whole team going to the right, draw it back to the left side, and made good gains.
3rd and 2 at the 14-yard line. Hand up to Davis, trying to circle his right end. He does. He has the first down, slips, trips, and he's dropped at about the 7-8-yard line. Ed Taylor made the tackle for the New York Jets. It's good for another first down, and it's 1st and goal to go at the 7-yard line of the Jets.
They're getting good execution out there totally by the Oakland Raiders, for which we would expect anyhow.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line. On the preceding play, Warren Bankston, a tight end, came in for that one play, replacing Politnikoff. Now Politnikoff is back in there again, and Politnikoff and Branch flank wide to the right side. Branch is in the slot, Politnikoff on the outside. It's 1st and goal to the 7-yard line. They hand up to Clarence Davis. He drives to the goal line, goes to the 1. He stops at the 1. Driving off left guard, stopped by Ken Troy. It's a picture book drive thus far for the Oakland Raiders. Everything they do is right. Their passing is sharp. Ball carrying and blocking is crisp and sure.
And we know they got a couple of good offensive guards out there, in particular Gene Upshaw, the left guard, 10-year man out of Texas A&I, all-pro. Got great speed, and that's what makes him all-pro, great speed. But this time with George Beeler, the right guard, pulling and trapping on Ed Gallagher. Great trap out there by Beeler.
Phillips comes in at fullback, replacing Clarence Davis. Short yardage, 2nd and goal to go at the 1-yard line. The handoff goes to Phillips. Phillips trying to swing wide, cuts in off the tackle, goes to the goal line and goes in. Touchdown. An 87-yard drive. The tackle was made again by Ed Schubert, but right at the goal line. And Phillips swinging wide, cut in off the tackle, was hit and fell on the goal line for the touchdown. And the Raiders are out in front after an 87-yard drive, 6-0.
I could never understand why Coach Paul Brown, Cincinnati Bengals, got rid of or made expendable Jess Phillips. Jess Phillips has been performing very well the last couple of years out here with the Oakland Raiders. He's a real fine football player, and he's got great moves. He's got great speed to the outside and toughness inside.
Fred Steinfort will kick. He's the rookie, and he boots the ball. It's blocked in the line. He slipped as he kicked that football. The block was made by Richard Neal.
And he really did slip, Marty. He kicked a low football. And that is one thing that George Bland is going to be sitting on this sideline looking for. Of course, we all know George Bland. They're trying to replace George with this young rookie out there. But that time it was a low kick. And now we're only 6-0 instead of 7-0.
Lead the New York Jets by a score of 6-0. And now Ray Guy, a punter, will kick off for the Raiders. Roscoe Word and Jimmy Joe waiting at the 1-yard line. There's the boot. It's high and fairly short. Jimmy Joe coming in and gets it at the 11-yard line. He goes straight up the middle of the 20, 25. Hit at the 30-yard line. Now he's wrestled back and hit down hard. Way back to the 25-yard line, but his forward progress ceased at the 29. Willie Hall, a linebacker, a veteran linebacker, put him not too gently on the turf, right on his back. Well, the Raiders had a picture book offense. Let's see what young Richard Todd, rookie out of Alabama, can do for 14 at quarterback. Goes into a slot formation to the right side for the very first play. Signals are being called. Gives to Jazz Jackson, bucks off left tackle, picks up 1 yard, maybe 2, out to about the 32-yard line. Jazz Jackson carrying the football. Now, Willie Brister is starting at tight end for the New York Jets in place of Rich Caster. See David Knight come into the lineup on this next play, replacing James Scott, who started. Winnie Hill at right tackle. Left tackle is Buck Baker. The guards are Rasmussen and Petz. The center is Darrell Austin. In the backfield, quarterback Dick Todd. Clark Gaines and Jazz Jackson are the running backs. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Todd back to pass on 2nd down. Setting up. Throws out to the right flat. It's caught by Gaines. A penalty marker on the play. Up to the 45 of the midfield line. Down to the near sideline. And knocked out of bounds at about the 49-yard line of the Raiders. I'm looking for that penalty marker. I see it thrown down. And it is against the Oakland Raiders, I believe.
And a great job out there by Richard Todd throwing that football. Watching him warm up.
32 to the 50-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the New York Jets. James Scott comes into the lineup again, replacing David Knight. So Scott and Picone are the wide receivers, the running backs, Jazz Jackson and Clark Gaines. They're at the line of scrimmage in a regular pro set. Split left end, flanking to the right side. Signals called by Dick Todd. Todd, number 14, takes the snap. He gives up to Gaines. Gaines struggles over his own right guard, goes for about 3 yards down to about the 47. Gaines hit high, keeps those legs churning until he was pulled down by Charles Filior, the defensive left end. Filior is a rookie, and as Dave mentioned earlier, he's 270 pounds, 6 feet 8 inches tall. Slot formation on the left side. Both wide receivers are left. Signals are being called by Todd. Takes the snap back, rolls out to his left to pass. Plenty of time back there. Now he throws down to the left side. Too short for David Knight. The pass was too short. Knight was out on the clear, and Todd is unhappy with himself, as he should be. It was incomplete down around the 20-yard line. A regular pro set on 3rd and 8 at the 48-yard line of the Raiders. And Todd again goes back 3rd and long. Sets up. Steps into the pocket, starts to run. He's got yardage down to the 45, to the 40-yard line, along the far sideline. Swinging wide, got the first down and more, down to the 33-yard line where he stopped. Charlie Filior, the end, came across to stop him at the 33-yard line, and Todd ran around one would-be tackler and stiff-armed another. He looked like a big, solid ball carrier. And it's 1st and 10 after 33 of the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders leading the ball game 6-0. A regular pro set. Signals are being called by Todd. They're at the skin portion of the infield now, driving towards the first base line as Todd goes back to pass, setting up. He's got time. Throws down to the left side. It's caught. A beauty caught by Picone. Picone running along the 20-yard line, along the near sideline. Gets away from 2 men. Keeps going along the side and dropped at the 18-yard line finally by Skip Thomas. Luke Picone.
Just a great job out there by Clark Gaines, the starting fullback for tonight. The 6'4", 195. Just a great job peeling back and enabling Luke Picone to get that extra yard. He
formation on the left side. Running backs are Gaines and Jackson. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of the Raiders. Todd takes the snap. Hands off to Jackson. A big hole. He fails to go into the hole, though. Picks up 2 yards on the play, 3 yards down to the 15-yard line. Saw the hole open, but he went to the right of the hole instead of darting through, and he was stopped by Monty Johnson, the middle linebacker.
And Big Monty Johnson, he's another giant out there. They got him listed at 6'5", 240. I imagine he's about 6'2", 235 pounds. He might be 240 out of Nebraska, 4th year. But he's taken they've had some mighty good middle linebackers out there. Notably, the one I remember most is Dan Connors. And he's in some pretty good company playing middle linebacker for the Oakland Raiders.
Now David Knight comes back into the lineup again, goes into a slot formation on the left side. Picone, the wide man on the left side. It's 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders leading 6-0. Signals are being called, and now penalty marker is thrown. That may be delay of game. Too much, yes, there is. Delay of game. Throw set. He drops back to pass. Setting up. Looking, starts to run. Throws on the run over the middle, and it's incomplete. The ball was deflected as he threw over the middle, and it went wobbling crazily after being deflected. Skip Thomas was defending on the play on the pass intended for David Knight. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 at the 20-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. 3rd and 12 at the 20 of the Raiders. And back to pass is Todd, rolling out to his left, being pursued hard, looking to throw, and he does throw into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended downfield for Willie Brister. Monty Johnson, it was, the linebacker who was blitzing on the play, apparently was not picked up. And he had a throw rolling out to the left and running away from Monty Johnson, who was right now from the 27-yard line, now across the 10 yards of the end zone, making it a 37-yard field goal attempt with Pat Lay to try it. Todd will hold. Signals are being called. Todd holding. The ball is placed down and booted. It's high enough, it is deep enough, and it is. It hit the upright again. It hit the right upright once more. How do you like that? It happened the other night, and it happened again. On their 20-yard line, their lineup remains intact. Ken Stabler at quarterback, Davis and Van Egan, the running backs. The handoff goes to Van Egan. Van Egan drives off left tackle, goes for 6 yards. He bulls his way. He's a big guy, Van Egan is. 6'2" and 225 pounds. They've got him listed as a halfback, but he's more of a fullback type. Clarence Davis at 5'10", 195, much niftier. At quarterback, Davis and Van Egan are the running backs. Brett Litnikoff and Cliff Branch are the wide receivers. Two wide receivers slotted wide to the left side, I formation of the backfield. A pitch out goes to Davis. Davis trying to swing his own right end. He's hit back of the line of scrimmage and goes for a big loss. A fine play by Ed Schubert. And every time we mention his name, we take note of the fact that we keep calling it frequently. 5 out at the 25-yard line. Slot formation over left side. Stabler goes back to pass. Setting up left-handed. Plenty of time. Now he throws out to the left side, right side. And is caught there by Davis. Davis, the back, is forced out of bounds. And he's got the first down. On a 3rd and 5, he picked up 9 yards up to the 34-yard line. And they've got the first down, but barely so. And it looks as though the Jet defensive unit is playing better football than they did on the first drive.
And that's what I thought was going to happen. They're going to start getting better as the game goes on. And they could reach a real good peak here pretty soon.
10 at the 34-yard line of the Raiders, and back to pass again goes Stabler, setting up again with plenty of time. Throws out to the left flat to Van Egan. He's all alone, gets it at the 35 and drives up to the 41-yard line, picking up 6 yards more after making the catch. Rob Martin made the tackle, so the play goes from the 34 to the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and again, it was kind of a safety valve pass. And up now, they go to a double wing formation, only one deep back. Mark Van Egan. Van Egan carries the ball, swings out around his own left end, makes the turn upfield. He picks up the first down, and he's driven out of bounds at the 46-yard line. The play good for 5 yards and the first down. Roscoe Word drove him out of bounds. That time, Carl Garrett was the halfback in the double wing formation, 10 and 205 pounds. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders on their 46-yard line. They lead in the football game 6-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Stabler fakes a handoff, ducks back to pass, setting up, throws out to the left flat, and is caught there by Casper, the tight end. He pulls away from one man, and then he's grabbed by the shirt tail and pulled down by Roscoe Word. Bob Martin was the man who slid off. He missed the tackle, Martin did, and Roscoe Word grabbed him after a 6-yard gain. Making it 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line of the New York Jets now. Jets trailing 6-0. They go to a regular pro set, the Raiders do. The handoff goes to Garrett. He drives off a big hole up his own right tackle, goes over the 45 to the 44-yard line, running off his right tackle before he's stopped by Lawrence Pillar. Pillar is that big rookie we talk about, 6'3", 206, wide out to the right side, Branch wide left. Banaszak and Davis are now the running backs. Stabler back to pass, setting up, plenty of time, throws deep, way down the middle, and it's deflected at the last moment. A fine defensive play by Carl Capria. It's 2nd and 10 at the 44 of the New York Jets. Slot formation over the left side. Stabler back to pass, setting up. Throws angling to the left side, and it's caught there by Jennings. Jennings runs down along the left sideline of the 25 to 20, and he's pulled out from the side and behind at the 18-yard line. That's Rick Jennings. That rookie made a good move out there after he caught that pass. Tackle made by Ken Schroy, helping riddling this Jet defense. He takes it and hands off to Clarence Davis, swinging wide around his own right end. He cuts off the tackle and drives to the 16-yard line where he stopped. He picked up 3 on the play. A power sweep around his own right side. Carl Capria made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line. And the Jets are Morris Bradshaw and Rick Jennings, and they go to a slot formation on the left side. Both wide receivers are left. The Stabler ducks back again. Throws out to the right flat. Covered by one man out there is Pete Banaszak. He dodges him, keeps driving downfield, goes to the goal line, and goes in for the touchdown. Let's see, who was the man he dodged? I think it was Roscoe. Was it Ed Schubert? Yes, number 57, not 47. It was a one-on-one situation out in the right flat. The veteran Pete Banaszak, an 11-year veteran, and the rookie Ed Schubert. And he faked right and went left, and Schubert picked up nothing but grass, and then he drove the rest of the way into the goal line for the touchdown.
In fact, he faked him so well that Schubert went right down to his knees. I'm sure Coach Lou Holmes is sitting out.
And Fred Steinfort will try it. He missed the last time. The kick this time is up, and it's good. The score, the Oakland Raiders 13, the New York Jets nothing. 5, he drives up the field, cuts over to the left side, and he's dropped at the 27-yard line. 28-yard line by Greg Blankenship, a rookie linebacker from Hayward State. Running back says, dropping back to pass is Dick Todd, setting up, looking downfield with plenty of time, throws down the middle, right through the hands of tight end Willie Brister. Wide out to the right side, now David Knight is put wide out to the left side. The handoff goes to Gaines. Gaines and a quick opener off his own left guard, drives upfield, goes up to the 37-yard line. Good run by Gaines, picking up 7 yards on the play, maybe 8. Let's see where they place it down. They put it down at the 37-yard line. Michael Center now as he calls signals. Takes the handoff, fakes the handoff, goes back to pass now. Throws deep, down the middle, way downfield to Picone, too short. That is, Picone is too short. The ball was about a foot over his outstretched hands, and it was just too short. Low twisting spiral, fairly deep. A penalty marker on the play. Ball is taken at the 17-yard line by Jennings. Man, he can run. He's got a lot of room along the far sideline of midfield. Cuts back to the right side of the 45 to 40 and keeps stumbling forward. Fumbles the ball, recovered by the Jets. The Jets recover the football. Penalty marker is down. The play could be nullified. All to no avail, of course, as the penalty flag was thrown for ineligible tacklers downfield. And the Jets have 5 yards marked off against them, and they'll have to punt again. The ball is now at the 32-yard line. They kicked from the 37 the last time. So it's 4th and 6 at the 32-yard line.
I mentioned watching the game 2 nights ago. Coach
back on his own 17-yard line. Again, Jennings is back there now around his own 26. Gant kicking towards the open end of Yankee Stadium, waiting to snap from center. And he gets it, moves forward. Boots that ball. It's another good kick. A high twisting spiral coming down at the 20-yard line. Jennings starts for the right side this time. He'll lose one man, breaks away from 2 others, keeps driving, goes up to the 38-yard line. A good run back from 18 yards. Not like the last one, of course, but still pretty darn good. Paul Capria made the tackle. A 48-yard punt this time. 2 good ones by Greg Gant and an 18-yard return instead of a 46-yard return. So the Raiders have Buttle coming in at middle linebacker now for the New York Jets. Buttle playing with his right hand heavily taped and bandaged. Mark Van Eegen and takes the hand up, runs off right tackle, breaks out of the clear along the near sideline. He can go all the way. He's down to the 40 to 30. He's being pursued from behind. Capria tries to tip, because down to the goal line, and he's knocked into the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown. A 62-yard run by Mark Van Eegen, that big bull of a man, 6'2" and 225 pounds. Ran round his right end, cut up along the sideline, perfect blocking, led upfield that time by guards George Bueller and Ron Michalowczak. He's a rookie, Michalowczak. Let him upfield, and away he went. Van Eegen led by Jess Phillips as well, his fullback.
And again to that right side, the Oakland Raiders are attacking that right side, and the key of it was, of course, that offensive line making the block. They just completely dominate the line of scrimmage now as far as the Jets defensive line goes.
Here's the point after attempt by Steinfort, another rookie. The kick is up, and it's good. The score, the Oakland Raiders 20, the New York Jets nothing. We'll take a wobbly kick coming down at the 9-yard line, taken by Billy Joe. Joe runs up along the left side to the 20, the 25-yard line, keeps driving along the left side, and runs it up to about the 32, 33-yard line where he stopped. Billy Joe carrying the football and stopped by a fellow named Don Knock. In there now, quarterbacking the New York Jets, replacing Richard Todd. Dave Bucky, rookie, and he hands off to Lou Giamono, who's hit back of the line of scrimmage and dropped for a 1-yard loss. Oh, maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage on the play. I'm not sure. Phil Villapiano made the tackle. That's the rugged Villapiano, an all-league left linebacker. Run that veer option series. Bucky, the rookie out of North Carolina State, where he played under Coach Lou Holtz, has a regular pro set now. Takes the handoff, and there's the veer play, and the handoff goes to Gaines, and Gaines goes off right guard and goes up to the 35-yard line as he picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the 35. Penalty marker thrown down against the New York Jets, I believe, for holding.
And they threw that penalty right on Joe Fields' back. They got Joe Fields. They called him for a holding that time. Joe Fields being the center, second-year man, number 65.
For the New York Jets. Thank you, David. Back to pass. Looking deep downfield is Bucky. Bucky has it partially deflected. It's intercepted by the Raiders. Running that ball back is Neil Cozy. Comes along the right side, goes down to the 15-yard line. Is that Charlie Phillips or Neil Cozy? It's Charlie Phillips, number 47, and not number 17. 47 running it back, Charlie Phillips. The pass thrown by Bucky was deflected. It wobbled in midair and then finally came down into the arms of Phillips, who ran it along the right side, down to the 15-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders on the Jets 15. And the Jets are down by 20-0. It looks like a long night.
It could be a long night. It doesn't quite seem fair somehow when you look at it. We know that Coach
Oakland Raiders, I formation of the backfield, hum number 11, calling signals, I formation, and the handoff goes to Phillips. Phillips swings wide around his right side, tries to cut in off the end, and he stops. Stops short of the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by the Jets on that last one. Greg Buttle came smashing in, helped out by Bob Martin, and that Buttle, bandaged or not, he plays terrific linebacker.
And he can play terrific linebacker, especially when he has an idea what he's doing out there. Of course, he's new to the game. He went to the All-Star camp, so he missed 2 weeks out already from this training camp of the New York Jets. And he does put the hat on people. He does stick people when he knows where he's going and when he plays the way he should play. He's got the potential.
He sure does. Bradshaw and Jennings, all the wide receivers, they're slotted wide to the left side. Signals being called by Hum, H-U-M-M. The handoff again goes to Phillips. He tries to swing the right side once more. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He dives over one man and dives right out of bounds. Goes inside the 15 or about the 12-yard line. The play picks up 4, so it'll be 3rd and 7 at the 12-yard line of the New York Jets. He was forced out by Ray King, yet another rookie linebacker. On the left side again, it's both Bradshaw and Jennings out there. The running backs are Coombs and Phillips. And dropping back to pass is Hum. Setting up now, plenty of time. Now he throws into the end zone. It's caught in the end zone for a touchdown. Morris Bradshaw cutting across, running parallel to the goal line. about 4 yards in the end zone. Caught the ball on a perfect lead pass going from left to right. Running parallel to the goal line about 4 yards in. Bobbled it for just a moment, but then grabbed it. And he beat Ken Schroy on the play. And yet another touchdown for the Oakland Raiders. They are out in front now, 26-0.
And they've got the people out there.
The football through the uprights for the point after. The score, Oakland Raiders 27, the New York Jets nothing. To the 10-yard line, Jimmy Joe running it up as wrestler of the ground at the 20-yard line. They keep wrestling. The ball pops free, but the whistle had blown. And it's a run back of 10, 11 yards up to the 21-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the New York Jets as they trail in the ball game 27-0.
And Don Knock is the first guy down there. He's the guy that made the play. Single-handedly, Don Knock got down there and made the play. So Knock is knocking on wood again.
Ball placed down squarely at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. See where J.J. Jones is in at quarterback right now. And he strides up to the line of scrimmage. J.J. Jones, second-year man out of Fisk University. And he calls for a timeout. Time is called. And J.J. Jones calling signal. Looking over the defense, takes the snap, goes back to pass on 1st down, throws out to the left side, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for Don Bucky. That's Dave Bucky's twin brother, Don, number 91. He plays wide receiver for the New York Jets. He, too, a rookie out of North Carolina State. We received word from the locker room that Big Charlie Fillior, the defensive rookie end for the Raiders, suffered a sprained ankle when he was helped off the field a short time ago.
One thing that's strange out there is the Oakland Raiders going into a 3-man defensive front. That means 3 down defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs. They're in a prevent defense right now. They think the Jets are going to throw it.
Well, they're through on 1st and 10. It's 2nd and 10 right now at the 20-yard line of the Jets, and J.J. Jones looks over right and left as he calls the signals. Takes the snap. It's a draw play. The handoff goes to Giamono. He drives up the middle, keeps scrambling hard, goes up to about the 26, 27-yard line. He picks up some 7 yards on the play on the quick draw, and that's the kind of play that may pick up yardage for the Jets, but trailing by a score of 27-0, the Raiders can't be too impressed with it.
And that's what they're giving. They're on that 3-down defensive lineman, they're going to give them the run, and especially the draw play, the quick draw play like that. There's 2 different type of draw plays. One's quick, it happens right away. Another one, they fake the pass more. That time was a quick draw play. You're going to get yards, but you're not going to get a lot of touchdowns against a 3-4-4.
It's 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line of the New York Jets. Regular pro set. Signals are being called once again by J.J. Jones. He drops back, looks to the right side, still looks to the right side. Now he throws deep down to the right side, way down. A marvelous catch by Scott. Scott along the right side, right on the 40 to 30-yard line, and he's pulled out from the side and behind at the 26-yard line. What a catch. A leaping, turning catch by James Scott.
And that's the key, Marty.
The Jets on the Oakland Raiders 25-yard line. Now, Scott comes out for a breather as David Knight replaces him in there. Dave Bucky flanks wide to the right side. Knight is split wide out to the left side. The running backs are now Jazz Jackson and Bob Wyatt. Signals being called by J.J. Jones. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. J.J. takes it and hands off to Wyatt. Hit back of the line of scrimmage and dropped for a big loss at the 30-yard line. Dave Rowe, one of the 3 down linemen, came smashing in on that 3-4-4 defense.
And Dave Rowe playing on that left defensive end spot right now, and he completely beat Gary Petts. Gary being an offensive tackle, normally an offensive guard, but moved out to tackle. Gary took an outside position step on him. Instead of meeting him straight up, Dave beat him inside and caught him from behind.
It's 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. Midway through this second quarter, the Oakland Raiders are out in front of the New York Jets by a score of 27-0. Again, the regular pro set. Flanker wide to the right side, split left end, 2 running backs, Jackson and Wyatt. J.J. Jones under the center, wearing number 11, takes the snap. A draw play to Jackson, hit back of the line of scrimmage, stopped, and he thrown for a 1-yard loss. He was hit back there at the 35-yard line, but struck forward to the 31. McMath, number 61, made the tackle. That's that rookie defensive end from Morningside College.
And Willie Hall, the guy that made the play happen, though, he's the guy that got his hand on him first, the linebacker. Now, that's what's happening out there, is that the Oakland Raiders, with that 3-man defensive line, are going to start shooting these linebackers. They got 4 guys that they can shoot, and that'll give the Jets all kind of problems if they start picking them up.
The 3 men up front are McMath, Culver, and Rowe, and the 4 linebackers are Villapiano, Hall, Johnson, and Hendricks. It's 3rd and 16 at the 31-yard line. Regular pro set, now back to pass again as J.J. Jones dropping way back. Throws deep into the end zone, way downfield at Picone. He's got it for a touchdown. Touchdown by Picone. He outfought Charlie Phillips in the end zone for the touchdown. A fine, fine play by J.J. Jones, who threw it while he was being hit by Ted Hendricks. The play was good for 31 yards from the line of scrimmage. The pass must have traveled 60 yards in the air.
It did travel 60 yards. I'll tell you, the guy threw the ball up in the air and just threw it down there, and the guy that fought for it was the guy that's going to get it. It had no zing on it because Ted Hendricks really kissed J.J. Jones that time, and Ted Henry is a great blitzing linebacker. Another case of the Oakland Raiders blitzing a linebacker off that three-man defensive line.
Lou Picone made a big catch that time. The score is now 27-6, and the point after attempt is up and as good as 27-7. And the score, the Oakland Raiders 27, the New York Jets 7. We'll take off to Garrett and Jennings, Rick Jennings, that fine rookie speed merchant. Kicker over the far side. And is taken by Garrett at the 13-yard line, runs up along the left sideline of the 20 to 30-yard line, along the far sideline of the 40, cuts back towards midfield of the 50-yard line, goes back to the far sideline. He's knocked down to about the 42-yard line of the New York Jets. A fine run back by Carl Garrett. It was Willie Brister who cut him down at the 40 or 41-yard line of the New York Jets. A really good run back by the ex-Jet, Garrett.
With all the substitutions that the Jets are having right now, they're substituting that offensive line quite freely, and a defensive linebacker. Now, these kids that are substituting in there to play regular football are also the guys that have to cover all these special teams, and they're having to play both the offense and the defense and the special teams. It takes a lot out of them.
It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line of the New York Jets. Raiders go to the line of scrimmage with David Hum at quarterback. Running backs are Phillips and Van Egan. One deep back now is Van Egan. The handoff goes to Van Egan off his own left tackle. He drives forward, knocks people aside as he goes for 7 yards before he stopped in a hard smash, a slant off left tackle. And boy, he was all movement that time. Arms and legs and knees and body weaving and twisting and just knocking people aside right down to the 35-yard line. Picked up 7, makes it 2nd and 3 at the 35.
And we're going to see the Oakland Raiders, I'm sure, are going to start substituting people more freely right now. They're still going out there with that big offensive tackle, Art Shell, 9-year man, 265 pounds, but I don't think he'll be playing that much longer. Art Shell, of course, playing against all rookie defensive line for the Jets.
The handoff now goes to Phillips. Phillips off his own left tackle. The same play as the last time. He drives to about 5 yards and a first down. A smash, it's a slant between the guard and the tackle, the offensive guard and tackle. They just drive and pick up yardage. 7 yards on the first play and 5 yards back. Another 7 yards, I see. They put the ball down at the 28-yard line, a 7-yard gain.
And a hit out there by Shroy, but also a hit out there by Buttle. Buttle is a guy, he's out there on every play. We've watched him over 3, 4, 5 quarters of playing football, and he's around that football every time the play is made. He's there, whether it be a little bit deep. And if it's a little bit deep, he hasn't made the proper movement yet, but he's going to get it.
David Hum takes the snap back, a penalty marker as the play begins. Banaszak runs around his own left side, drives upfield for about 5 yards on a men power sweep. But it looked as though the New York Jets were offside, and if he picked up only those 5 yards, the likelihood is that the Jets will be penalized those 5. Yes, the signal is offside against the New York Jets. John Adams it was offside on the play.
John Adams was offside. He jumped before the ball was snapped, and that's the anxiousness of a rookie out.
At right end, Larry Falk at right tackle, John Adams at left tackle, and Dunn Ratliff at left end. I'll repeat those 4. Ratliff, Adams, Falk, and McDaniel. And not one was known to the New York Jets before training camp began. That is, in terms of the Jet fans. Certainly the scouting staff knew about them. But here are the 4 names on defense. Instead of Newsom, Barzalauskas, Gallagher, and Neal, they've got McDaniel, Falk, Adams, and Ratliff. Their linebackers are Martin, Buttle, and Schubert. We knew about Buttle from Penn State. The deep 4, Taylor, Capria, Shroy, and Word. Well, Roscoe Word now some throwing deep into the left corner to Cliff Branch, and it's overthrown by about 8 yards. Well overthrown for the speedy Cliff Branch, an all-league wide receiver, number 21.
And we got a good pass right that time out of Larry Falk. Larry Falk is a guy that the Jet coaching staff are very, very high on. They think this guy is probably, perhaps, might be the quickest of the defensive linemen. He's 6'4" and 260 pounds out of Kent State in Ohio. That is Lou Holtz's alma mater. Maybe that's why he's here, but at least he's doing a great job out there. And he put a good pass rush on the quarterback.
It's 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line of the New York Jets. David Hum at quarterback takes it, hands off to Banaszak, runs off left tackle, picks out on the cliff for the moment, keeps struggling, has a first down, and he stopped at about the 15-yard line. Running in the skin portion of the infield, raising clouds of dust as they run over the dried infield skin. And the ball is placed down at the 15-yard line. Picked up 8 yards on that off-tackle run, and it's 1st and 10 at the 15 of the New York Jets, with the Oakland Raiders leading in the football game 27-7. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this first half.
Now, to start this series out there, they had replaced Gene Upshaw, the left guard, with the rookie out there, a second-year man, but they brought Upshaw back in to team him up with Shell to get that strength, and they've been running on that left side, Shell and Upshaw.
Handoff now goes to Van Egan. Van Egan back of the lineup, runs up the middle on a trap play, but he stopped and wrestled back. He's still on his feet, but a penalty marker was thrown down. as the play developed, and we'll see what it is. Probably holding called against the Oakland. 1st and 20 at the 25-yard line of the New York Jets. The Raiders in possession of the football, leading 27-7. Hum rolls out to the right to pass. The left-hander sets up now. But plenty of time he throws down the side. It's deflected and caught. Ruled incomplete. It was caught out of bounds. He bobbled the air, the receiver did. Ollie Smith, the wide receiver. He bobbled the ball. As he was bobbling it, he stepped out of bounds. And you must have control of that football, possession of the football, if you go out of bounds.
And this game is so much mental, Marty. They're out there with their second receivers right now.
And going straight back again is David Hum. Hum throws out to the right side. And it's caught there by Jennings. Jennings has a tackle, missed on him, spins away from another man, but dropped at the 14-yard line. Play is good for 11 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 9. Remember, they had a 10-yard penalty for holding, and the Raiders did. Capria goes running out of the lineup. He may have been hurt in the last play. Capria goes running out and coming in with a brand new, fresh uniform. Let's see if I can pick him up in just a moment. His number, at least, is Harry Howard. Howard has not played strong safety, except for a couple of plays earlier this evening. 12 yards, so it's 3rd and 8 at the 13-yard line. The New York Jets are trailing the Raiders 27-7. Hum takes it and drops back. Good protection. Now he throws into the end zone. It's intercepted in the end zone by Howard. Howard just came out of the lineup. Intercepted. He decides to stay in the end zone. Actually, he's wrestled down, but he made no attempt to get out. Pass was intended for Warren Bankston at tight end, but Harry Howard, who just came into the lineup, brand new, fresh unit. J.J. Jones on first down. Throws to Jazz Jackson. You lose one man. Drives upfield. Past the 20 to the 23-yard line and down.
And J.J. Jones out there throwing the football calm
line of the Jets. Jets are down 27-7. J.J. calling signals. Looking over the defense. Now he drops straight back. It's a draw play. Hands off to Wyatt. Wyatt on draw goes up the middle, picks up a couple of yards, and maybe up to the 25-yard line. Otis Sistrunk made the stop on the play. The three-man front for the Raiders are Sistrunk, McMath, and Corver. The linebackers are Phil Villapiano, Willie Hall, Monty Johnson, and Ted Hendricks, all veterans. And the deep four are Clarence Chapman, a rookie, Jack Tatum and Charlie Phillips, veterans, and Cedric Brown, a rookie. It's 3rd and 4 at the 25-yard line. Signals called now by J.J. Jones. Drops straight back again, looking downfield and setting up. Now he throws deep down to the left side, way down, and is intercepted. Intercepted by Charlie Phillips. A lateral pass at the 40-yard line. It goes to Jack Tatum, and Tatum drives down to the 32-yard line where he's stopped. Charlie Phillips made the intercept at about the 42. It was tackled immediately by Lou Picone, the intended receiver. As he was going down, he lateraled to Jack Tatum. Tatum ran it for 10 yards more to the 32, and then he was stopped. In just the nose end of Yankee Stadium, they're leading in the game 27-7, 4:45 to go in this first half. Slot formation on the left side. David Hum at quarterback. He takes it. An end-around play coming around the right side. Carrying the ball is Rick Jennings. Jennings drives downfield at the 20 and knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. At the 20-yard line, high formation of the backfield. The handoff goes to Phillips. Phillips drives off his own left guard. Goes inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. He's piled up there at the 17. It was 1st and 10 at the 20. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 17. Called by Hum. Hum hands off now to Van Egan. Van Egan drives inside his own right tackle. Goes to the 5-yard line. Boy, does he take off. And he's all motion. His arms and legs seem to go off in several directions at once as he accelerates and drives through the hole and drives the would-be tacklers. It's going to be 1st and goal to go. He picked up 10 yards on that smash inside his right tackle.
And they're getting great execution out there. The Oakland Raiders by that.
To Charlie Smith. Smith drives to the goal line and goes in. Touchdown off his own right tackle. Power smash off his own right tackle. Charlie Smith carries it in. And the score is now 33-7 in favor of the Oakland Raiders. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Oakland Raiders have only been stopped one time, and they've just done some great things out there. Now another Oakland Raider is down. It looks like somebody's down getting hurt.
Time is called with the injured player. The score, the Oakland Raiders 33, the New York Jets 7. Let's take a 60-second jet break for this announcement. Kick after, and it's up and good by Steinfort. Makes it 34-7. The score, Oakland Raiders 34, the New York Jets 7. With 5-yard line, goes straight up the middle, keeps driving upfield, and goes up to the 35, the 42-yard line before he stopped. Man, he really carried that football. Todd goes back to pass, setting up now, looking downfield, throws deep to the right side. It's incomplete. High in the air for David Knight, just a little bit too high, and Knight couldn't quite get his fingertips on it. 1 yard line, and now back to pass again as Todd throws over the middle. It's caught by Giamona at the 48-yard line. He dodges one man, hit by two others, and down at the 50-yard line, a yard shy of a first down. Up goes to Gaines. He goes over his own right guard, driving for the yardage, and I think he's got it. It's going to be close, but I think he's got it. Line, the Raiders are leading 34-7. Todd back to pass, throws out to the right flat. A quick square out. It's caught there by Bucky. Bucky is round the bounds near the first down marker. It looks like he's got a first down or very close to it. The opposite side from the linesman. Pass goes a square to the left side. A good catch, a pretty catch caught by David Knight. He's knocked down immediately on a hard, high tackle by Charlie Phillips. That was a tough ball to hang on to, and he did at the 31-yard line, a 6-yard gain. And a great gain as Todd throws down the middle. It's caught by Knight before he goes out of bounds. A beautiful catch again, right out of the hands of Charlie Phillips, and he's giving Phillips fits. Pass completed at the 12-yard line, and you could see David Knight lean out of bounds, keeping both feet in bounds before he went out completely. And he took 12-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. Slot formation to the right side. Todd may be calling for a timeout now. He's got too many footballs out there, I think.
No, they're throwing the football out because
to the right now is Todd looking to pass. He runs up to the line of scrimmage, throws on the run, and is caught at the 5-yard line. A beautiful catch again. Remarkable is that David Knight once more. 3 consecutive catches from Todd to Knight, and now the Jets call for a timeout to stop the clock on 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Down at the 5-yard line, rolling out to the right again is Todd. He's being hit for a big loss. Blindsided from the near side. Charging in was Lloyd Rice, a rookie, a 6-year veteran from Alcorn A&M. And he just never had a chance. To his left this time, rushed. Now he goes on the run into the end zone. Incomplete. He tried to complete that pass to James Scott in the end zone. Scott dove for the ball. The pass is on just a bit too low. Right now, Pat Leahy will try it. Signals are being called. Ball is snap, placed down and through. It's high enough, deep enough, and it is good. It's good. Time is out. The score. Oakland Raiders 34, the New York Jets 10. We'll take a 60-second jet break for this announcement. High and deep, coming back to this Jennings, the speed guy. He angles to his left to the 15, the 20-yard line. Down he is at the 20-yard line, and a fine tackle by the New York Jets' Bob Martin, that rookie linebacker from Nebraska. A picture book tackle from the side. It's dominating the first half of play, but the Jets have had their moments as well. 10 at the 20-yard line. Phillips and Coons are the running backs. The handoff goes to Terry Coons, the rookie from Colorado, goes off right tackle for no gain. Stopped smartly on the play by Lawrence Pillars. At the 20-yard line, the handoff again goes to Coons. Coons, the rookie, goes up the middle, and that should end the first half of play with some 5 seconds remaining now. Clock is running down. And the whistle in the background. There should be a gun as well. There's the gun, too. That's the end of the first half of the score. The Oakland Raiders 34, the New York Jets 10. Giamona and Picone is waiting at the 9-yard line. He takes it there, goes straight up the middle, up to the 20, the 30-yard line, keeps spilling forward up to the 33, 34-yard line. Lou Picone he doesn't do anything fancy out there. He grabs the football and just drives straight ahead, knees high, head down, and just bulls his way. That's 5'9", 275 pounds of bulling. Not too big as far as football players go, but he makes the play. Ball is placed down to the 32-yard line. It's 1st and 10 at the 32 of the New York Jets, who trail 34-10. We'll revamp that lineup for you now. Richard Todd is in at quarterback. The running backs are Lou Giamona and Clark Gaines. Todd calling signals. Scott flank wide to the left side. Picone wide to the right side. The handoff goes to Gaines. Gaines bulls off his own left guard and drives up for good yardage up to about the 38-yard line. Gaines are in the lineup. Slot formation to the right side. 2 wide receivers, wide right. Handoff goes to Gaines again. Gaines cap play up the middle, drives over the 40, the 42, 43-yard line. He has the first down, I believe. Willie Hall, left linebacker, stopped him on the play. It is the first down for the New York Jets. 2 drives inside the guards, picking up 11 yards and the first down. So it's Chris to split wide to the left side. Slot formation to the right side. Todd back to pass, throws out to the right side. It's caught by Bucky. Bucky is forced out of bounds at the 50-yard line. The play is good for 7. Slot formation. Handoff to Jazz Jackson. He breaks through the middle, drives down over the midfield line down to the 41-yard line. A big gainer for Jazz Jackson on a quick opener right up the middle, and just as you suggest, Dave, they're running that ball and running it well. The play was good for 9 yards and a first down. And this is more Jackson running over his own left tackle, drives upfield inside the 35, keeps going right down to the 33-yard line before he's spilled. The play is good for 8 yards. And Jazz Jackson is looking to make this football team, and he's picking up substantial yardage on his way. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line after Jazz Jackson made 8 yards on the play. Now, offensively, the Jets have Jackson again, a trap play, drives up the middle, got the first down and much more. Inside the 25, down to the 24-yard line. He picks up 9. He picked up 8 on the last play. He hands off to Gaines, and Gaines trips as he goes up the middle, and there's a penalty marker thrown down at the 21-yard line. A penalty marker is down.
And that's what I'm talking about, the lack of poise out there. Do they have poise or not? They got a... Oh, tripping on an Oakland Raiders. I thought they called that holding against the Jets. In the ball game, replacing a linebacker at number 56, Don Knox.
A regular pro set now for the New York Jets. Flanker wide to the right side, split left end. The handoff goes to Jackson, trying to swing the right end. He's trapped back there, comes back the other way, goes down to one knee, gets a good block. Now he has 2 men in front of him. He's down to the 15-yard line, cuts back to the 13-yard, to the 8-yard line. A 6-yard gain on a play that started wide right. He saw he was going to be jumped for a loss. He turned around, came back the other way, and doing so, went down to one knee, picked himself up, and kept right on coming with a couple of good blocks down to the 8-yard line. And 4 at the 8-yard line of the Oakland Raiders as the Jets drive towards the open end of Yankee Stadium. Slot formation wide to the right side. Todd calling signals on this good drive by the New York Jets. Long count. Now he takes it, hands up to Jackson. Jackson tries to swing wide. He's pulled down. 1-yard gain down to the 2-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. I thought for a moment he might have had daylight there, but he was pulled down by Wayne Baker as he was swung to the outside and couldn't quite get away. At the 6-yard line, now a regular pro set, back on the right side, split left end. Todd back to pass, throws in the left corner of the end zone, too high. Oh, David Knight had it open. He had his man beaten, Clarence Chapman, a rookie. He faked going over the middle and veered out to the outside angle. And Todd just threw it too long, too hard. He should have looped that pass, but he threw it too hard. And that's what they call that. Right now, Leahy will try it. Angle slightly to the right. The kick is up, and it is good. No, it's no good. It's wide right. It's no good. It's wide right. It looked awful good, but we're not in line with the goalpost, of course. It's wide right, no good. The score, Oakland Raiders 34, the New York Jets 10. A rookie named Mike Ray for the Oakland Raiders. Ray, number 15, is a rookie out of USC. He takes it and hands off now to Carl Garrett. Garrett goes off left tackle, picks up only 1 yard to the 21-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 21. And this football game is now being played even, I believe. I think it is too, Martin. A great defensive play by number 98, John Adams. And John Adams just made a great penetrating drive there and stopped the ball carrier well short of the... Well, I gave him a 1-yard gain, but he had him around the neck behind the goal line. He just got carried forward. But the point is, John Adams made that penetrating move out there and made the play. It's 2nd and 9 for the Raiders on their 21-yard line. The New York Jets just had a good drive from the 32 down to the 6-yard line, but their field goal attempt was missed. Signals being called now by Ray, Mike Ray, R-A-E. It's 2nd and 9. And the handoff goes to Garrett again. He runs over his own right side, breaks out on the cliff of the ball, comes over on the near sideline up to the 28, 29, 30-yard line. Down he is at the 30-yard line. Angling to the right all the time. He found no opening off his own right guard, angled to the right side, and kept right on coming until Ed Taylor made the tackle. Greg Bell had a shot at him, but that's what happens when you get that one hand wrapped up in the cast and wrapped up in tape. He couldn't put his hands around him. He couldn't club his arms, and he tried to tackle with one arm, and the running back, Mike Garrett... 30-yard line, he just did make that first down. Terry Coons comes in, replacing Mark Van Egan as one of the 2 running backs, the second being Carl Garrett for the Oakland Raiders. Ray takes it, fakes the handoff, goes back to pass, and sets up and throws long, way downfield, way down. And it's caught at the 30-yard line by Smith, and he's run out of bounds immediately. Ollie Smith outrunning Ed Taylor on the play, but hold everything. A penalty marker is down. Penalty marker just inside of second base, right back at the pitcher's mound. And it's 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line of the Jets. Back to pass now goes Ray. Drops way back and throws into the end zone. A high arcing pass to Garrett. Garrett grabs it, and it's no good because he was past the goal line. He caught it about 3 yards past the goal line, just missed a cameraman there and making that grab. That Ray doesn't hesitate throwing that ball on, does he? He certainly doesn't, but that ball was kind of arcing, but again, he was trying to put it right in the corner of the end zone, near the corner of the end zone. A good catch out there by Garrett, but he didn't keep both feet in bounds. Garrett now replaced in the lineup by Charlie Smith. That's the same Carl Garrett who played with the Jets a year ago. Flanker wide out to the left side is Ollie Smith. Split right end is Morris Bradshaw. Now they go into a slot formation on the left side. Both wide receivers are left. The handoff goes to Coons. Coons, the halfback from Colorado, drives into the 11-yard line from the 14 off his own left tackle, and he picks up 3. So it'll be 3rd and 7 at the 11-yard line of the New York Jets. The tackle was made by Bob Martin. All rookies. 4 rookies playing the front 4 for New York. Back to pass is Ray. He's setting up the throw, looking downfield, starts around with the ball, swings out to the outside. Now he carries it to the 10-yard line, running for the far sideline, and he's run out of bounds around the 10 or 11-yard line. He had gone as far as the 10. He tried to belly back, but he was forced out of bounds by Larry Pillars. And there's going to be a field goal attempt coming up. So these two reserve squads are apparently exchanging field goals against each other.
And a great effort out there by Pillars, coming all the way from his left defensive end spot, running the quarterback out of bounds. He's got great speed.
The ball is placed down at the 13-yard line. Add 7 yards to make it to the 20 and 10 yards more for the end zone. You have a 30-yard field goal attempt coming up. The kick will be at a slight angle to the right, kicking from almost directly on second base. There's the ball, a snap, placed down and booted. The kick is up, not well kicked, but it gets up and it's no good. It's wide. Wide left. It wasn't well kicked at all. It didn't get up there very high, and it was end over end, but not spinning steadily. Time is called. The score: Oakland Raiders 34, the New York Jets 10. And Square on a square, and it's no good. Now Todd going back to pass on 2nd and 10. Throws short over the middle. It's through the hands of Jimmy Joe, and it's incomplete. A bullet thrown to Jimmy Joe, the halfback, circling over the middle. He turned and waited for it. It was a little high, but he had it right in his hands. It went through because it came so fast.
And it came hard, and Richard Todd can put that ball there. He's got to put that ball there when he's throwing short like that. But throwing short inside against the 3-down defensive line, which the Oakland Raiders have gone back to, and 4 linebackers, is awful tough.
Don't forget, after the ball game, there'll be lots to talk about. The number to call if you want to talk football with Dave and me is 391-2800. 391-2800. On 3rd and 10, Richard Todd goes back to pass, throws down the middle, and it's caught by David Knight at the 35-yard line. He fumbles the ball. It's loose. It's picked up by the Oakland Raiders, and pulled out behind is the Raiders' Mike Reinfeldt, who made the recovery. David Knight had completed that catch. He bobbled it momentarily when the ball got to him, and then he grabbed it and took a couple of strides. He had control of it, and he was hit. Mike Reinfeldt scooped it up, started the run. He was pulled down by Bob Wyatt, a running back. And it's Raiders ball at the 28-yard line of the New York Jets. A good Davis on the 28-yard line, and end around to Rick Jennings. They used it earlier against the Jets, and this time it doesn't work. He tried to swing right around his own left side. Jennings coming around from the right end. Very short gain by Larry Pillars. And the ball will be placed in play at about the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play.
And a great heads-up job out there by Don Ratliff, 240 pounds out of Maryland. He fought off the offensive interference. They had most of the team, a lot of the team was pulled by that play, but Don Ratliff wasn't. He fought off the interference and made the play for only a yard and a half gain.
It's 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line of the New York Jets. The Oakland Raiders in possession of the ball with rookie Ray going back at quarterback, looking to pass. A screen out to the left side. It's too high and far, intended for Terry Kuntz. A badly thrown screen pass that time. It's 2nd and 9 at the 27. Now 3rd and 9 it is. Looking to pass, being trapped back there. And a pass attempted and thrown while it was being pulled down. A penalty marker was thrown down. No cut. A penalty marker was thrown down as Ray was being pulled down by Ratliff. Flag is thrown down after the ball was thrown. It may have been intentionally grounding of a forward pass. This is Don Ratliff, R-A-T-L-I-F-F. 2-yard line of the Jets. 10 yards to the end zone makes it 52. 7 yards from the center makes it 59. Giamona and Jackson are in twin safeties back on their own 10-yard line. The Raiders are leading by a score of 34-10. 6:50 to go in this 3rd quarter. The Raiders rookies have to realign. They're off their line now. And now they do. Guy moves forward and boosts that football, angling for the near corner. It's a perfect spiral coming down in the end zone, and it bounds down out of play. Automatic touchback. He bucks up a little, drives up to the 23-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 7 for the New York Jets on their 23-yard line. They trail the ball. They rotate in there, bringing plays. See Scott running off now, number 80, and coming back in is there are 3 wide receivers in there right now. It's a slot formation on the right side. Going back to pass, Todd throws out to the right side, caught by David Knight at the 33-yard line. He's run out of bounds, but he's got the first down. 10-yard pick. Jones splits wide out to the left side. Willie Brister is back in a tight right end. Running backs are Jimmy Joe and Bob Wyatt. Signals being called by Richard Todd. Todd takes it and hands off to Wyatt. Wyatt goes up the middle, up to the 35-yard line. He picks up 3. Lucky is in at wide receiver, wide out to the left side, replacing Lou Picone. James Scott is wide to the right side. Handoff goes to Wyatt. Wyatt cuts off right tackle, cuts back inside the halfback and drives up to the 45-yard line. He got another first down. And you know, Dave, this running attack, effective at the start of the second half, is effective again here in this series of plays.
And when you think of the New York Jets now, when you think of Lou Holtz as the coach out there, you got
the 45-yard line. Signals being called by Richard Todd. He jumps back to pass, sets up now, throws out to the right side. It's caught by Piccone. He's got another first down out of the 45-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. Feed at the 46-yard line of the Raiders. Going back to pass again, Todd throws down the middle. A trip up, and the pass is incomplete, but Scott trying to run for the ball was unintentionally tripped up by Cedric Brown, a rookie cornerback. Intentional or unintentional, both those men were on the ground as the ball flew over them.
Now, they both have an ample opportunity. They both have equal opportunities at football, but it sure looked to me like one guy took advantage of his equal opportunity. The
quarterback by Richard Todd. Reminds me of a year ago when Joe pulled that in a game. I think it was a preseason game.
Well, I remember playing against these Oakland Raiders one time, and when Joe ran a naked reverse once, he ran it to the left side, a naked reverse. Nobody in the world expected Joe to run that play. At least of all, the Oakland Raiders, they took the complete fake and went to the right, and Joe strolled into the end zone. One of the few times he's ever been able to do that. Strolled into the end zone for a 6.
He did it for 6 against the Giants last year, too. It's 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line as the pickup was made. Driving off his own right guard, carrying that ball is Bob Wyatt for short yards, a couple of yards on the play. Dave Rowe made the tackle. Reinfeld. Back to pass now. Todd throws long, deep down the left side to James Scott. Too long, about 3 yards too long. They've got to get together, Scott and Todd do, to determine just where to put that football deep downfield. Scott has tremendous speed, deceptive speed. He's so to pass his Todd. Throws a screen over the middle. A bad pass, too too high. A much too high pass for Jazz Jackson. It was a quick screen over the middle, and the pass was nowhere within reach. And it was fortunate there were no Raiders close to where the ball happened to fall because it was up for grabs.
And the reason there was no
quarterback Todd punting from his own 44. Let's watch him. Jennings, deep man at the 10-yard line. Todd gets a low snap from center. Gets the kick almost straight up in the air. Way up in the air, a high floater. It's really way up, and it comes down now, bounces back towards Todd. It's finally knocked down at about the 34-yard line of the Raiders. That kick went some 7 yards from the line of scrimmage. So Richard Todd will probably remember his first punt as a New York Jet. 7 yards. Herman, you and I could punt that far.
But we wouldn't be so nervous. We're too old.
We couldn't punt that high.
No, we couldn't punt that high. That's right.
It was also a bad snap from center. We're kidding around about Richard Todd. He's much more important as a quarterback. It was a low snap from center. Well, it's 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Hey, the series began on the 41. It's now at the 37. That means it was only a 4-yard kick. Handoff. Goes now to Carl Garrett. Garrett runs off right tackle, picks up some 5-6 yards on the play before he's pulled down. A good slithering, sliding run by Carl Garrett. He's smells like a crab.
Well, he does. You talk about being basic on your football. Carl Garrett being a halfback out there, they had an all-power sweep, and they had a tight end on the right. They pulled a...
If you don't mind. 2nd and 4 at the 43. Tail of the football is on the 43. Okay. 2nd and 3.5 at the 43.5-yard line. Regular pro set. The handoff goes to Garrett, trying to swing around the left side. He cuts back inside, drives to the line of scrimmage, and picks up good yardage. He picked up 4 yards, very close to the first down. And he made a real good move. I thought he was trapped back on the line of scrimmage as he tried to swing wide. 7-yard line. The Oakland Raiders are leading in the football game 34-10. 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. The quarterback for the Raiders is rookie Mike Ray out of Southern California. He jumps back to pass after faking a handoff and throws long again, way downfield. It's off the fingertips of Morris Bradshaw. He had a sure touchdown. He had his fingertips on it, and it just slid off his fingertips.
And that's got to go down as a drop ball because not only did he have one hand on the ball, he had 2 hands on the ball. A perfectly thrown pass by the quarterback Ray out there. They have a lot of passes, it seems to me. They a great job of throwing out there.
Started and moved the club for the length of the field twice. Then David Hum came in, and now Mike Ray is in. Back to pass again is Ray, setting up with plenty of time. Throws angling on the left. And it's caught at the 40-yard line of the New York Jets. And down immediately is Rick Jennings. Jennings with his great speed went deep downfield and then curled back. He was hit by Roscoe Word, but he picked up the first down on a good play back to the 38-yard line of the New York Jets. So club in a slot formation to the right side. Ray takes the handoff and gives it to Kunz. Kunz running over his own right tackle, drives down to the 35-yard line, and he stops at the 35. Tackle was made by Lawrence Pillars. Hey, he's in quite a number of tackles, isn't he, Dave?
He is, Marty, and he and that Falk are out there. They're going to be 2 outstanding football players. Again, it's just channeling that energy and that quickness they got in the right direction, because they'll be outstanding competitors with this football team for a long time.
Don't forget, we can talk about these rookies and anything else you want to talk about after the ball game by calling 391-2800. That's area code 212, of course. And then it's 391-2800. Dave and I will be back here in the broadcast booth right after the game. Second and 7 at the 35. The handoff again goes to Coase. He swings wide around his own right side. He's got a blocker in front of him. Drives downfield inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good twisting run by rookie Terry Kuntz out of Colorado, and he picked up the first down. Went for 10 yards and the first down.
And those fullbacks they got out there, Coach, as well as Van Egan, as well as Hubbard, they all look the same. They're just rugged-type football players. They're not going to dazzle you with speed or dazzle you with quickness. They're going to try and run right over you, and Kuntz is one of them.
It's first and 10 at the 25-yard line of the New York Jets. The Jets are trailing in the ball game 34-10. Just 22 seconds to go in this third quarter. Time for another play. They go to the line of scrimmage. Slot formation on the right side. Two wide receivers are right. Signals being called by Mike Ray. Ray fakes the handoff, goes back to pass. Throws long into the left corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Carl Garrett, the ex-Jet, scores against the Jets. Carl Garrett going deep into the left corner of the end zone, beating a linebacker, a halfback, a safety man, into the left corner.
And I don't know, we can't sit here and say what type of coverage the Jets had on that play, but obviously it wasn't a broken coverage because there's too many people around him. Carl Garrett just made the play himself. He just outraced the defender.
Score is 40-10, the Raiders over the New York Jets. And now the clock shows just 20 seconds to go. Ready for the point after attempt coming up. Brett Steinfurt boots it, and the rookie kicks it through. The score, the Oakland Raiders 41, the New York Jets 10, and Lou Giamona. Giamona has played very little in the second half. There's the kick, it's high in the air, coming down to Picone, right 2 yards in the end zone. He's running it out now, angling to his left. He's up to the 10, the 15-yard line, running straight at the middle of the 20-yard line. Leaps over one man, and down he is at the 24-yard line. Go to the line of scrimmage. Their running backs are Jimmy Joe, number 34, and Bob Wyatt, number 33. Line up in a slot formation on the right side and a split left end. Back to pass is Todd on first down. Penalty markers all over the field. Whistle sound two. Stopping play. Goes to Jimmy Joe. Jimmy Joe in a trap play up the middle. Drives up the middle of the 30-yard line, and he's finally wrestled down back around the 26-yard line. And the quarter comes to an end. So that's the end of the third quarter in the score. Oakland Raiders 41, the New York Jets 10. We're using three wide receivers now. Two flank wide right, one split wide left. It's second and 3 at the 31-yard line. Todd hands off now to Wyatt. Wyatt goes up the middle, and Wyatt is just short of the first down, I believe. It's going to be third and inches at about the 33-yard line. The series began at the 24. And bucking up the middle goes Bob Wyatt. Wyatt has the first down. You can see his bullet drive go through would-be tacklers over the 35-yard line of the 36. He needed a foot. He picked up 3 yards. It'll be first and 10 at the 36 of the Jets.
They're still getting that
to the left side. And Scott and Bucky. No, that's David Knight. Rolling out to the right. Todd throws. Deflected high in the air. Deflected again, and it's incomplete. It went off the hands of two of the Oakland Raiders. Charlie Phillips was one, and linebacker Floyd Rice another. Both had their hands on it momentarily, or one hand on it, and it fell incomplete. A rollout, and that Todd looks dangerous on that rollout. He's big and strong, and he's quite fast. All the running backs, but Todd drops straight back to pass. He throws over to the left flat, and it's complete. A screen pass. Running it upfield is Joe. Joe runs, driving up to the 45-yard line before he stopped. A twisting driving run on a quick screen pass to the left side, and boy, Todd was really clobbered as he got rid of that football. Hit high and hard by Otis Sistrunk. Welcome to the NFL, Richard.
And then one guy that can welcome you is Otis. He'll welcome you and smile at you when he gets up. But Otis is about it. When you throw a screen pass like that, there's always, and most generally, your quarterback's going to get hit because he has to wait to the right minute, to the right last second to throw it to make it effective, a screen pass.
Big play right here for these Jet rookies. It's 3rd and 1 on their 45. They need the first down. 3rd and 1. The Oakland defense packed in solid. The handoff goes to Joe. He drives off right tackle. He's got the first down. He picks up 3. He needed 1. And he went from the 45 to the 48. Jimmy Joe running high and hard. Willie Wall knocked him down at the 48-yard line of the Jets, but 2 yards past where he needed the first down. Now, Todd looking downfield with lots of time. Throws to the left, too high and too hard. Wide open down there was Jimmy Joe, and he just threw that pass too high and hard, and Joe had both hands on it again, but
I don't know whether the pass was thrown too hard or Joe just missed the ball, but that kind of a pass with 2 hands on it, you should grab it.
You're right. You're exactly right. Just like when the Oakland Raider guy dropped that football in the end zone, the same thing here. When you get 2 hands on it, it's going to go down in the record books, and the books that the coaches keep as a drop pass. It was a hard pass. It was high, but he had both hands on it.
It's an old phrase. If you can get your hands on it, you can hold it. Or you should. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line. Regular pro set this time. And now back to pass is Todd. Steps into the pocket and throws down the middle. And it's caught by Knight at the 35-yard line. He's ducked at the 31-yard line. A crossing pattern run by David Knight. And Knight raises his right hand and jogs off the field. Apparently he was shaken up somehow. David Knight replays Jimmy Joe off left guard. Drives inside the 30 to the 29 for a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the New York Jets down on the Oakland Raiders 29-yard line. And again, the Jet rookies are putting together a drive. This is the 3rd or 4th drive since they've been in there, since the middle of the 2nd quarter, that they've been able to move this ball.
And they get too much closer, the Oakland Raiders are going to throw in that 4th defensive lineman, and that would be the right time, the ideal time for the Jets to put the ball in the air.
Jimmy Joe replaced in the backfield by Lou Giamona now. It's 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line. Signals are being called. Giamona and Gaines are the running backs at this juncture. That's Clark, Gaines, a rookie. Back to pass is Todd. Penalty marker on the play, probably holding. And now Todd runs to the ball past the line of scrimmage. He's down to the 20-yard line, goes to the far sideline, out of bounds at the 20. But a penalty marker is downfield. And that penalty marker was thrown very early as the play developed, and that's probably holding. See what the discussion is. They're talking it over with Otis Sistrunk, big number 60 of the Oakland Raiders, and the Jets are walking back towards their goal line. David?
And it's Daryl Austin took himself out of the ball game. He must have got bumped, and perhaps being as hot as it is, he might have some cramps out there.
On virtually every play. He wants to score. That running attack has been good when he's used it, but now he's throwing the ball on almost every play. It's 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line, and now Todd again goes back to pass on 2nd and long. Steps into the pocket, starts to run with the ball. He's almost pulled down, he gets away, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. A short pass to Lou Picon. Boy, that Todd is tough. He was hit 2 or 3 times during the course of that run, but he was strong enough to pull away and strong enough to take those shots.
And that time we can't really call that a drop pass because Lou Picon wasn't more than 3 yards away from when he let it fly.
Early Bristol, the tight right end. It's a regular pro set, the flanker on the right side and the split left end. Running backs are split about 2 yards. And dropping back is Todd. A big rush, screen out to the left side. He tries to get past the line of scrimmage, and it's no good as Giamona is pinned down. That time 2 linebackers were blitzing that side from the same side, the right side.
They brought that exactly right. On their defensive right side, the offensive left side, they came in. Our offensive lineman got to chuck them a little bit to stop their charge. That's all you have to do is
4th and 14, and the Jets are going to go for it. 4th and long. They're down 41 to 10. 10 minutes to go in the game, and Todd goes back to pass. He's got to throw it fairly long. He does. It goes to Gaines. He's got it to the 10-yard line of the 5. Touchdown. He's in. Gaines scores on a 4th and 14 situation. Goes all the way 38 yards for the score. He carried Cedric Brown, our cornerback, on his back into the end zone. And the Jets have tied up the second half. Well, not quite. It's 7-6 now with the point after coming up.
And I'll tell you, that kid Gaines has been playing a very fine ball game out there. He's been active. He's been blocking downfield. He's been carrying the ball well. And now we see he can catch the ball, too. So he might be a valuable addition to this football team.
Things that this very difficult ball game can help develop for the New York Jets. Point after attempt coming up right now. The score is 41 to 16. And in the second half of 7-6, penalty markers are up as the ball goes through the uprights, but the Oakland Raiders had penalty markers thrown against them. They had 12 men on the field. The score, Oakland 41 and New York 17. But as lightly David and I refer to the rookie contest in this second half, the score is now tied 7-7 between the rookies. The 2 rookie squads of Oakland and New York. Jennings and Garrett back inside their 5-yard line, waiting for the kickoff from Pat Leahy, who's been booting them 65 yards on virtually every kick. Now he's kicking from the 40-yard line, however, instead of the 35, because the 12-man on the field penalty is exacted on the kickoff. And there's the boot. Way up in the air and deep into the end zone, 7 yards in the end zone, and Garrett elects not to run it out. He goes down on one knee after making the catch, indicating automatic touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 20-yard line. Yes, the penalty of 5 yards was exacted on the kickoff. So instead of kicking from the 35, The Jets kicked from the 40-yard line because of 12 men on the field during that point after attempt. Quarterback, he is the rookie from USC. Charlie Smith and Terry Coons are the running backs. Signals being called by Ray in a slot formation on the right side. He gives off to Coons. Coons drives off his own left guard and drives for about 3 yards before he stopped at the 23-yard line. A power smash off the guard for 3 yards makes it 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line. And Greg Buttle in on the tackle. Buttle with his injured hand in a cast, and he gets to 23. I formation of the backfield. Slot formation is right. Signal call by Mike Ray, R-A-E. Takes the snap. He gives off to Smith. Smith drives up the middle and goes up to the 30-yard line before he stopped. That's Charlie Smith, a 9-year veteran out of Utah. Charlie Smith, 6 feet, 205 pounds. Goes off his own left guard with good power, just short of the first down. The ball is just resting shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and inches, just shy of the 30.
And I watched Greg Butler on that last particular play, and maybe he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit because he wasn't nearly as active that play as he was the play before when he made the tackle. He let somebody block him pretty easy.
Backside for the Oakland Raiders. I formation of the backfield, the fullback in front of the halfback. Ray looking right and left as he calls the signals. Takes it and hands up to Charlie Smith again. It drives off left guard and goes for 3 yards up to the 33-yard line. Just power play, straight ahead drive. Tackle made by John Adams. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the right side. I formation in the backfield. There's motion all over the place, and illegal procedure probably will be called against the Raiders. The Jets were moving also on the 28-yard line. Joe Namath did not play at all. Ken Stabler played the first quarter. Now back to pass is Ray. Ray throwing, angling to the right side, and is caught at the 45-yard line. Dumped immediately as Ollie Smith at the 45. He ran a button hook pattern, went downfield, and then button hooked back. He was hit immediately on the play by Ed Taylor, but the first down was picked up to the 45 of the Oakland Raiders.
And one big advantage of having that type of speed, Marty, is that ability to drive that defender deep, drive him deep, and then hook in front of him and have the ball right there. Now, that's what the quarterback Stabler does so well. He'll throw that ball before that receiver even makes his move. And
formation right. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff goes to Kuntz. Kuntz runs off left tackle, drives up field with good power for 4 yards. Terry Kuntz. He's 6'1", 215 pounds, played his collegiate football at Colorado a year ago. Greg Buttle and Larry Pillis combined to stop him. Ball placed down at the 40, well, between the 49-yard hash mark and the 50-yard line. We'll call it the 50, where it's 2nd and 5 at the 50.
And young Greg Butler's finding out what middle linebacker is all about in the National Football League. He's moving slower and slower between the play, but when the ball is snapped, the guy goes. He's just a great competitor, one that's going to be a fine football player for the Jets.
Terry Kuntz comes out of the lineup now, and Jess Phillips replaces him. Phillips and Smith are the running backs. The handoff goes to Smith. Smith drives off left tackle. It goes for 4 yards up to the 46-yard line of the New York Jets. A yard shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 46 for the Jets. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this football game, and the Oakland Raiders are leading the New York Jets 41-17. The issue was settled long ago in the first quarter when the Raiders rolled up points against the New York Jets. Led at the end of the first quarter 13-0, moved ahead to a 27-0 lead in the middle of the second period, and they've been out in front all the way. The Jets have not used most of their first string tonight. Namath has not played at all, nor has Ed Marinaro, nor half a dozen others. It's 3rd and 1 at the 46. The handoff now goes to Smith. Smith again. Charlie Smith drives up his own left guard, and he's got the first down. He picks up 2 yards. He needed 1. From the 46, he goes to the 44 of the Jets, where it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ken Schroy made the tackle.
And still keeping the ball on the ground. The Oakland Raiders are using up the clock as fast as they possibly know how. Power sweep to the left, power sweep to the right, and then all of a sudden they'll run straight up the middle. They haven't put the ball in the air since they started this drive.
Bob Martin replaced in the lineup by another linebacker. Ray King, 53, comes in, and Buttle, as you say, between plays is moving slower and slower. He's been in there all the way, and boy, he is involved in every play. Fake handoff, back to passes. Ray being rushed, runs out to the right. He got plenty of room to run, and he does pass the line of scrimmage up to the 42-yard line, and he's dropped at the 42. The play picks up only 2 yards, only because of the fine pursuit of Larry Falk of the New York Jets.
Great quickness out there, Marty. We've said that once, we said it 100 times. Between he and Pillars, they might be the fastest guys. They're not the most experienced, and they're maybe not the strongest, but they perhaps might be the quickest guys they got on that defensive front four.
It is on the New York Jets' 41-yard line. Score is all Raiders' way. They lead 41-17, but in the second half, the rookies playing against each other are tied at 7-7. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this football game. Blanket T formation. The handoff goes to Kuntz back of the lineup, and Kuntz drives off left guard and picks up 1 yard, that's all. Down to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 40. Bill McDaniel and Larry Falk again. Falk showing his power as well as his speed. The Raiders, both wide receivers are right. It's 3rd and 6 at the 40-yard line. Dropping back again is Mike Ray being rushed hard. Rolls out to the right again and throws down the middle. And it's caught at the 31-yard line. A fine catch by Terry Kuntz. Hit hard by Greg Butler there. Driven back for 6 yards. But his forward progress was at the 31. And it's good for a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The play was good for 9 yards. 1st and 10 at the 31. Right side, and it's caught outside by Ollie Smith. And Smith is hit hard after he picks up 4 yards on the play. On a quick square out to the right side as Ray threw that ball nicely. He raised up and fired on a quick square out even before Smith turned. Ed Taylor made the tackle after the 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6. We're at the 2-minute mark, and now time is called. Time is out. The score: Oakland Raiders 41, the New York Jets 17. We'll have to take a 60-second jet break for this announcement. 26-yard line of the New York Jets. The Oakland Raiders in a good drive. Ray hands off now to Smith. Smith carries the ball off right tackle for short yardage. Goes inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Picks up 3 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2 at the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Larry Pillars again. Boy, he's all over the place, isn't he?
He certainly is, Marty. A good effort by him getting to the ball carrier, and certainly when he made the hit, drove the ball carrier right straight back.
3rd and about 1.5 yards. Ball at the 22-yard line. Oakland Raiders in possession, driving towards the open end of Yankee Stadium. Just a minute and 20 seconds to go in the football game. The Raiders locked it up early, and they now lead 41-17. Oddly enough, Boston comes into the lineup for the first time in a long time. He started the ball game. Charlie Smith carries the ball on an end sweep and brings the ball wide and goes down the sideline for 4 yards and a first down.
And that is oddly enough. Greg Butler, of course, made the play on that last particular run, but it is oddly enough that why did they bring Carl Barceloskas into the ball game after such a long set on the sideline? He's got to be stiff. It seems like everybody's taking a chance on him getting hurt.
Maybe Carl is so eager to get in, he just ran in. Now he goes out of the lineup now. Barzo came in for only 1 play.
He might have been eager to get in, but he's not eager to stay.
Big number 77, loosening his helmet strap now. The ball is at the 19-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders, and time remaining is 1 minute and 5 seconds. As they go to the line of scrimmage in a regular pro set, flank wide to the right side, split left end. Back to pass now goes Ray, looking for the end zone. He throws to the 8-yard line. It's pulled down there by Jennings. Jennings fumbles the ball. It's loose, rolling around, and it's recovered by the Jets. The Jets make the recovery. Roscoe Word fell on that football at the 7-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 7-yard line. And Rick Jennings, who played a good ball game, a very fast wide receiver and a fine runner as well on kickoff returns and punt returns, he committed the bobble, and the Jets take over.
And Harry Howard's the one that made Jennings commit that bobble. Harry Howard came in and stuck him right in the back. When his back was to him trying to get more yards, Howard hit him very, very hard and forced the ball out.
Greg Buttle is the last man of the defensive unit off the field, and Jeff Snedeker, the Jets trainer, meets him. And Buttle had a long, hard, and hot evening, and now time is called. Time of the New York Jets. Richard Todd running the ball club. Slot formation left, split right end, going back to pass is Todd. Now he carries the ball himself up past the 10-yard line, cuts back to the right side of the 15 or 20-yard line, keeps running. A fine twisting run by Todd. That was a set play. He dropped back as if to pass, and they blocked in front of him, and he ran it upfield. Picked up some 14, 15 yards on the play with Willie Hall finally making the tackle. You think it was a set play too, Dave?
I don't know if it was a set play. I don't see how they could have a set play dropping back like that, but whatever it was, he ran right over the top of Willie Hall. 6'2", 225 pounds. Todd ran right over him.
Clock is running, shows 25 seconds to go in the football game now. Quick pass down to the right side, deflected, and it's incomplete. Willie Hall coming across deflected that pass intended for David Knight. It was not looped enough. Knight was in between 2 defenders, but the ball was not looped sufficiently. Clock shows 22 seconds to go in this game. The New York Jets are trailing the Raiders 41-17, but in the second half, these two rookie teams have played each other virtually even, and it's a 7-7 tie at the half.
And I think that's something that Lou Holtz can put his hat on and say when he looks at those films, my guys in the second half, my rookies played their rookies halfway down the middle. We played it even.
Now it's 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line. Back to pass goes Todd again. Setting up now. Looking to throw down the middle, and he does it. It's complete tonight at the 32-yard line. He's dropped there at the 32. Looks like it might be good enough for the first down, and if it is, they stop the clock as the Jets now call for a timeout. Time is called. The score, Oakland Raiders 41, Jets 17. We'll take another 60-second jet break for this announcement. Todd going back to pass, throws deep down the right side, is complete, and stepping out of bounds immediately on a beautifully timed play is David Knight, who made that catch. At the 49-yard line of the Oakland Raiders, now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, David Knight stops the clock with a beautiful crossing pattern, perfectly timed pass thrown by Todd to Knight, and in his third stride, he was out of bounds.
And you've been calling David Knight's name all night long. He's caught some really, really great passes tonight. Great passes thrown by Todd, and he did some great moves to get open.
Yeah, he's been open quite a bit. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Maybe the last play of the ball game. Going back to pass is Todd now throws it short over the middle, and it's complete to Jimmy Joe at the 40-yard line. Time has run out, and Joe is tackled down at the 37-yard line. The ball game is over. Oakland Raiders defeat the New York Jets 41-17, and if you will, the Raiders rookies and the Jets rookies played a 7-7 tie in the second half. At the end of the game on the score, Raiders 41, Jets 17. Let's